Buddy. So, yes, as you have probably correctly figured out, I am tired of using terrible Pokemon. I can get back to it soon, but we're also at, like, as we left the stream last night, I'm currently at, I think, mid 1600s on ladder. So, we need some help, right? We got to get out of this rut. And we, we definitely have to get out of this rut. And I'm going to start playing teams that I think are actually good, using pretty good Pokemon. But for a little bit of excitement, we'll start with a Pawmot team. But I'm not playing this Pawmot team because it has a Pawmot. I'm playing it because I actually believe in it, and it's done well on ladder. And thank you very much for the $5 donation from the Pioneer. It says, hype to build with actual good bonds. This Hisui Braviary team about to be fire. All right, that's pretty funny. And he says, love the streams. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. All right. So, starting off here, we're looking down at this team. Unfortunately, there is a Wellspring, so it's not just free to Garg. But I do really like Pult lead here. I feel like Pult lead is, I don't dislike Garganacl either though. And I believe, I don't know why Shodex. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do one-shot Glowking with a double shock, which is pretty cool. So that's something to consider as well. And someone just says Choice Scarf Corviknight for some reason. I don't know why you would say that. Okay. What do we want to lead with? Could just go Garg. Get my own rocks. Let's do that. Okay. Well, alright. I think I'll just protect on this, kind of see what it wants to do. I really don't expect this to be a Spikes lead on a team like this. I'm pretty sure this is going to, Okay, no, you know what? I'll eat a knockoff. I'll eat a knockoff. That's fine. I don't think Garg is actually that great this game. It's going to suffer quite a bit to the Glowking, and it's Terra Water, right? So it's not even going to do that well against the Wellspring. Okay, so I'll protect again here just to heal up. Oh, it is Spikes. Interesting. Okay, I'll recover here. I'm thinking the knock will come off. That's fine. I do have treads to remove stuff, so I can click Salt Cure this time. You're playing with good Pokemon. Pinkacross can do that. I can. Yeah, I'm also going to be a little less focused on chat today because I'm actually going to try to play well. And I know I'm not that I'm usually like trying to toss, but I'm going to try to like really focus. You know what I mean? Okay. I feel like this Lando is probably just clicking rocks here. I'm inclined to go Rilla on this. If the U-turn comes off, obviously that'd be bad, but I feel like that's just seems really, really unlikely. Yeah, and sure enough. Okay. Glide here is actually killing most Landos. I'll go for Glide. I think that's the move. Okay, and we do get the kill, so that's good. That's pretty much what I'd hoped would happen, and we're definitely going to be trying to spin with treads later. Is this going to try to spin or just Ice Spinner? I do actually think I Glide here in case of the spin, and Ice Spinner would not put me... it would put me in a bad spot, right? But I do think Chip on this treads is great. Really helps with Pawmot too, which is sick. So I do think I just go for it. And the Ice Spinner does come off, and unfortunately a critical hit. That is pretty annoying. That is pretty annoying, actually. Because then that's actually a really bad crit. I was okay with taking, like 50, 55 or whatever, but not so much that. But it happens. I can Tickle here. Probably just the Wellspring will come in. Okay, and we get off a nice little Tickle. Good stuff. And I'm going to go... Let's go Pult. Yeah, Tickle works well here just because I have Pawmot and Rillaboom, these two like very priority heavy Pokemon. So it makes sense to have Tickle. I'm not usually a huge Tickle guy, but with Darts, Pult, like just so many Pokemon that like the defense drop, I think it is actually quite well worth it. All right, now here, this is kind of a no-brainer. I think I click U-turn and I get in my treads. I think every time. Well, hold on though. My opponent is probably going into treads themselves. Maybe the play is to Wisp here. Maybe that's the best play. Let's Wisp. Wisp feels pretty strong overall here. And it covers the Glow King well. It covers everything really well. Okay, so it would have been better had I U-turned, because then I would have gotten in treads. But what are you going to do, right? You have no way of knowing. I think I will... So this is either going to go for a status move here, or it's going to Chilly Reception. I think, and I know this is not Scarf. Keep that in mind. I know this Meow is not Scarf. So Pult is looking really good here. I don't think I risk it. I think I'll U-turn here. I don't really want to risk treads though. I'll go into Garg as kind of a safer sack, because I think I'm in a strong spot this game. Good, that's what we want to see. And I can now get up rocks, which is pretty cool too. Oh, and we see the future sight. That's great. So I can recover and protect on this. Yeah, there's the Chilly, but I can protect. Like, we're totally safe. And that comes in, yeah. Okay, so the question is here, do I want to sack Rillaboom? I feel like if I'm really being realistic with myself, well, what's better? What's better? Actually, though, hold up. Like, I think I click Salt Cure here. Yeah, I click Salt Cure. I think damage on this is worth far more than Garganacl's life. We might see the Encore come out. It does not, and we got off a really nice, meaty Salt Cure. This is going to do, like, I think that's totally, Garganacl was not a good Pokemon. I think that is totally worth it. And let me check Dragapult damage here. Dragapult is killing with a U-turn. Dragapult is killing with a U-turn, so I think I do that every time. And now that this thing is dead, the preserving the Rillaboom becomes less important, so I can sack Rillaboom if I need to. Someone said, Pinka, did you get a new mic or did you hit puberty? I mean, I don't really know what to tell you. I have no words for that question. Okay, I'm just going to flip turn here. I think the treads is just going to spin. Actually, hold on. It's a shame I U-turned on the treads there. I was really not expecting that. I was expecting the Glow King again, but I guess maybe Hex was the play. No, but then that could have gone poorly as well. I could Terra Ghost here. That could be a play. But I don't really care about my rocks that much. Okay, my opponent called it out and got me pretty good there. I'm getting outplayed. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That's perfect. I'm not getting outplayed at all. That is exactly what I wanted to see. I am so surprised the Wellspring. Actually, no, I guess it makes sense. Not wanting to get tickled again. No, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, well, this is a perfect situation now. And that's a beautiful rapid spin. And that Dragon Pulse does 0. I am Assault Vest. And we're just going to Earthquake here. Okay, we get a nice EQ. Ice Spinner here will do, not kill, but it can't kill me in return. It is Protean. We have seen that it's not Overgrow, so I'm not worried about that either. And I do think it's worth it. Normally, I'd be really careful about Treads' health with a Raging Bolt on the field, but I'm not too worried, honestly, about Raging Bolt. I'm not too worried because well, first of all, Treads is still alive and Sucker won't even kill here, not that it has it, but also I've got a healthy Pawmot that can click Close Combat and Ice Punch and Double Shock and all kinds of nonsense. And this is a very free Earthquake, the freest I've ever seen. That's totally fine. I'm just going to click Earthquake again. Yeah, once we got the spin-off, I think, I'm not going to say it's over, but this game is looking over. It's looking really, really good. Click Earthquake here. I click Earthquake here. Because if the Treads Terras, which I think it will, and that's totally fine, I then do win with Pawmot. So I'm just not worried about that. Yeah, I can go Pult here, and I can click Darts. I can just click Darts. Yeah, I think that'll pretty much kill anything. Yeah, this game is super over. I'll preserve. Like, why not? It doesn't hurt to preserve here. Yeah, like, just in case, right? And I can go into Rilla. Toxic. Sick. I'll go for a meaty knockoff here. On my way out. Yeah, no, this one's over. We got a win. Okay, and here I do think the play is Pawmot. I believe it kills Raging Bolt. Let me check the Raging Bolt calc. It's looking good, kill Raging Bolt, assuming it is a somewhat defensive variant. So let's do that. And I don't think Raging Bolt will kill me. So I'll just die to Dragon Pulse, but it doesn't matter. Alright, and then we'll finish this off with a Mach Punch. GG. Good stuff. Okay. We get a game 1 win. Let's see. Do I play this team again? Let's switch it up and use a viewer-submitted team. I'll go with the status spam. Yeah, we're not using webs today. We're not using Heracross. This is a stream I'm going to be trying. I'm going to be focusing. And we're going to be getting to a more respectable location on ladder. Also, if any of you guys are new, please subscribe. We're super close to 10K. And like the stream as well. That helps a lot with viewership. All right. Let's see here. Probably a Tinkaton lead, because everyone just leads Tinkaton blindly. Kyurem is possible as well. I'm glad I have Icicle Crash for this matchup. CB Crash Weavile looks like it goes crazy. I do not outspeed Cinderace because I am adamant Weavile. Because I'm greedy and I don't regret it. Overall, I'm not sure how I feel about this matchup. It's kind of weird. The Zapdos is kind of weird. No, but I do have a Treads. What am I worried about? I don't feel like I'm really that worried about anything. I feel like now that I'm looking at it more, I feel like this is a pretty good matchup for me. I feel like this is a pretty good matchup for me. Yeah, I can't really see anything that's making me super scared. I do wish I had a fire move on Molt this game, I will say. That would have been nice. Maybe I do switch for something else, but Hurricane has been nice on occasion. I think I'll start with Molt. It seems like... Well... Yeah, I'll start with Molt. It seems to match up pretty well against most of my opponent's team. And I do catch the Tinkaton lead, which is great. And I think I just Will-O-Wisp right away. If I got Thunder Wave, that would be kind of annoying, but not really the end of the world, right? Like, I still have a CB Weavile to help deal with the Roaring Moon, and it is CB Adamant Terra Ice, so I'm pretty sure I actually one-shot Roaring Moon, assuming it's not a different... But even if it is a different Terra, like, that's... Yeah, so I'm one-shotting Roaring Moon with Ice Shard. Okay, and I do get T-Waved. Hopefully we do not. Okay, that's not good. Let's go for it again. Okay, we get knocked. That's not great either. But let's just get this Wisp off, and we do. That's good. Okay. I'm pretty sure at this point I just go into Treads and deny this thing getting up actual hazards like forever. Because I can do that pretty confidently. Now, the going into Zapdos and staticking here would be unfortunate. Hopefully okay, but that does not happen. Good, and I don't know what this Tusk is. This is really weird. I think I do have Scald on Olo, so that feels like the play. Moltres is an option as well, but due to Moltres' popularity, we have been seeing some rock coverage, and I think I would rather just flip turn on this team. And we see Tinkaton come back in, so I think I just go into Treads again, and I spin again. I do plan on doing this pretty much every time. If my opponent is smart, they will do that, but we don't get staticked, which is great. And all we really needed was to not get staticked once, because now I can set rocks and start putting on my own pressure. Okay, it is Heat Wave. That's kind of unfortunate. And we get... That's really bad, actually. That's really bad. Can Volt here and go... Actually, no, I really don't have much for a Heat Wave Zapdos, do I? No, I'm really cooked by that. Let's... Well, no, maybe... Let me think about this. Let me be careful here. What can I do? So the Heat Wave is coming out here. Almost certainly. No, it could be a discharge, but the Heat Wave is probably coming out here. What I want to do is get in my Weavile. And Weavile actually does a fair chunk to Tinkaton. So maybe Terra Icing and just breaking past it is the play. Yeah. Stream is dying. Sorry. Weirdly, I do not see any Wi-Fi issues on my end, but I guess there must be some. But I think hopefully we're back soon. Okay. All right. Wow. What to do? That's unfortunate. The Heat Wave. Well, it happens. It happens. Okay. I think it's got... I don't like the idea of going Pulse here. I really don't, but I don't know if I have another option. I think I've got to force the Roost with the Pult. Yeah, I think that's the move. We get Heat Wave, not burned again, I hope. Good. Okay, I can Darts here. Okay, Tinkaton does come in. I'll Hex here. I think the Tinkaton's not going to go for Thunder Wave when I've gone into Treads so many times, and I do think... Okay, it does just go for Thunder Wave. That's unfortunate. What are you going to do? At least it's dead. Right, that's something. Yeah, that's not... I know, it's not even dead. It's not even dead. Oh my god, we've been getting... Okay. This has been a... Oh my lord. This has been a really sad game. This has been a really sad game. Please, Tinkaton, just die. Because if this dies, Weavile is looking great. Thank you, Dragapult. You finally figured it out. No, actually not really, but at the same time, this puts me in, like, not the worst position. Because I can pull some Tread shenanigans now. And keep a nice sack. I kind of like this. And Pult does not have its boots, which is something to keep in mind as well. You are free to Terra Ghost the 2 HP Tinkaton. That would be fine with me. Cool. And we get that. And even if the Cinderace comes in here, I can Earthquake it and do a lot. And then, potentially spin. So I kind of figured that would happen. That's fine. I can Earthquake here. That'll still do enough. And I do want to spin. Although... there is the chance that this sucker punches me here. Let's check the damage and make sure this is an offensive Cinderace. Yeah, so this is an offensive Cinderace. This is an offensive Cinderace. Do I rock here? Or do I... I really don't want to get suckered. I think I'm going to go into Olo for the sucker because it feels like, yep, okay, I made the right call. I made the right call. I'm going to Wish here, and I'm going to try to get in this situation because if nobody has hazards, I think I'm happy with that. Okay, this Zapdos, although offensive, well, actually, is it offensive? Let me check the Treads damage. No, it's not offensive. So I'm going to, as risky as it is, I'm going to flip turn here because I just want to get Treads in and I just want to Rapid Spin. Hopefully we don't get Parried, but I have no other way to safely get in Treads, and I think it's worth it even if Olo does get Parried. I don't think Olo not being paralyzed is crucial to this game. It would be nice, though. It would be nice. It definitely would be nice. Someone said, when am I building? Yeah, I may be building to... Oh, we got disconnected. The Volt Switch came out, though. That's great, as long as I don't get DC'd and lose this. Okay, we're back. Unfortunate critical hit, but I'm still happy to see the Volt. Okay. I think I go Treads and Rapid Spin anyway. I think that's okay. Unless it's like the fabled Scarf Tusk, we're not too scared here. And it's not. Good. Headlong. Okay, as tempted as I am to go Weavile, I don't actually think that's the move here. Because of the possibility of Terra. And if I lose Weavile, I super lose the game. I really do. But at the same time, it would have to be like Terra Steel or something. There is another option of going Molt U-turn. I think that's pretty good. Because if this Tusk doesn't have anything to hit me, and so the switch will probably come, and then I can get in. Let's please don't get we get paralyzed. Okay. All right, it's time to sack Dragapult. That's definitely my worst Pokemon. We've been getting paralyzed like every single turn, though. This has been bad. Okay, I can go Olo here. I actually don't die to Pyros. Okay, U-turn. That's fine. I still get regen health on that. I'll go Serp, because this person's been spamming Volt Switch. And I can handle that, honestly. Like, if this is the game, I can play it. I actually want to go Molt here to try to get the Libero thing. Okay, now I can U-turn. Please? Can we get a burn? Can we get a burn? We don't. Oh, wait, we do. We get the burn. Wonderful. Please get the U-turn off here. Great, we do. Great. Okay, and now I can go into this and click Icicle Crash. And this cannot kill me with a Heat Wave. Even if it defensively terras, it cannot kill me with a Heat Wave. So I'm well poised to click Icicle Crash here. Worst case scenario, we're left with a low health Weavile, but not a dead Weavile. Please. Weavile, buddy. Okay, let's go Olo here. Hopefully not the U-turn. Great, that's what we want to see. Because I can flip turn here. That is good. That is good. So I was hoping, yeah. Someone says, Mola is a momentum killer. You are so wrong about that. It is a slow flip turn user. It is literally the opposite of a momentum killer. Like, Mola has been putting in work and doing really well against this team. I have no idea what you're talking about, honestly. Non-booster. So I'm confused. Let me go Molt here. And I can just Wisp. Actually, no. Let's U-turn. Okay, Outrage comes out. And if I got the U-turn, it died to Weavile. It guaranteed died to Weavile. Please don't get confused here. It got confused. Okay, but it got burned. I can't complain about that. I was hoping it didn't get confused, because when you're locked into Outrage, fun fact, when you're locked into Outrage, you cannot Terra, right? You cannot Terra when you're locked into Outrage. So I could have gone Weavile and gotten the guaranteed kill, and pretty much guaranteed won the game. But I can't really be mad about that either. Let's check Banded Weavile against an Outrage. Even a burned one is actually doing chunks. So let me go Olo and flip here. The scary Mon at this point is definitely the Kyurem, like without a doubt. Okay, we don't get static. Great. All right, time to click Icicle Crash. And this time hit, right, Weavile? This time we're going to hit. You better. Okay. There we go. Weavile manages to do it. Do I kill with Terra Ice? I do not. Can I win if I let it go? I think I do win with Terra Ground Serp if I get a lot of chip on this. So I actually... Well, hold on though. Can Olo... I think I crash here. Yeah, and I made the right call because this is one of those sub-sets. Sub-lefties sets. And actually with that in mind, I do think I Terra Ice here to block the sub from getting up. Because it doesn't have Draco. It's like a sub-earth power thing. Yeah. Gotcha. It's Terra Ground. I know this set. We're losing a lot of Icicle Crashes, but that's okay. I have Axel too, so I can get past the substitute and just wreck it that way. But you see, guys, this is why I like triple ice move banded Weavile. If we were relying on Axel this game, like this Zapdos would be walling, and it would be bad. Okay, I can go Mola on this every time, even if their Kyurem read comes in. As I said, I have Axel, so I can get past the Kyurem substitute. And it ends up locking itself into Outrage. Hype, we love to see it. I'll just flip turn here. And if it's locked in again, we can actually go Weavile and get a guaranteed kill. Good stuff. I think I'll just go in Shard here. I don't feel like I have any reason to do anything else. Because, yeah, how much is the Kyurem taking from a Shard? That's enough. It's taking definitely enough. Yeah. Guys saying Weavile 6-0s, why are you stressing? Because Terra exists. You can never relax in a game where there's Terra. You can never relax. You should never relax in a game where there's Terra. Don't tell me to relax. All right. Go back to the Pawmot team. Why not? Was that 832? 823, I think. Yeah. Yep. Here we go. What's your EV spread recommendation on SD Rillaboom on a hyper offense? I don't really use SD Rillaboom too often, but I would think you'd at least want to outspeed Modest Raging Bolt on an SD set, for sure. But probably much faster than that isn't really worth it. Okay, Pawmot looks great here. I'm really happy with Pawmot here. Double Shock, I think, is a contact move, though, so we do have to be worried about Moltres. Yeah, it is a contact move. At the same time, I kind of just want to lead with Pawmot. I kind of do. I think it's really looking strong here. And if the Slowking leads, I'm honestly just going to Terra Electric and kill it. Like, I really will. Because if I Terra Electric and I kill it, I think my Garg just farms the rest of the team. Is Pawmot actually good mon? I think so. I've been really happy with it. I'm not using this team because it has a Pawmot. I'm using this team because I think it's good. And I want to win. We're going for wins. Why Adamant? I'm greedy. No, but really, like, Adamant gets you a lot of nice guaranteed kills, and it's just super strong. Okay. I'm going to, well, okay, let's think about this here. Let me go Olo, because that covers the Molt Double and the Terra. What? Why did you do that? What? That's insane. My opponent was just like, hey, let me just die turn one. I guess, okay, maybe I should have been... Okay, but this is actually good. Next time, my opponent won't know that I'm just going to kill with a close combat. I'll Tickle here. It's a nice catch-all. No, CC is not free. That X Control runs Terra Ghost. It could have Terra Ghosted turn one. Maybe I'm playing too fearfully around Terra, but I honestly, with how good Pawmot is, I don't think I am. I think I was in the right. And okay, we do. Okay, that was well played by my opponent. That was well played. I thought the Wellspring was super obvious there, and they wouldn't do it, but they did, and it worked well. Got to give it up. That was nicely done. Gorilla here. Oh, it's U-turn. See, guys, also, this is like, hey, just use grass types for Ogerpon. Look what happens. They just use U-turn. And then it's like, well, there you go. There's your grass type gone. And they don't run U-turn a lot, but when they do, there's nothing you can do about it, and you're just totally screwed. This is why we need to ban this Pokemon. What's the worst Pokemon I've tried to use in OU? And someone says, I told you CC was free. I told you Terra exists. Okay. Let's see. No, yeah, so Yeah, no, Wellspring needs to be banned. Anyway, that aside, I'm going to go Pult here because the U-turn is definitely coming off. With a Garg, there's no way the Wisp comes off here. And my opponent's actually pretty decent. Yeah, sure enough, we do see the U-turn. Anything else would have been insane there. No Painter Avatar? Good point. Let's fix that. I have to U-turn here. I can't let this get paralyzed. Yeah, let me change my avatar here. Let's find the Painter. Where is he? I think it's one of the later ones, right? Always forget. Ah, here we go. As for what I do here, I do not know. Couldn't tell you. Let's go Pawmot. It's a little aggressive, but I'm hoping the T-Wave will come off. Okay, that kind of works too. All right, let's see. So Double Shock has got a chance to kill. Assuming it's max HP. Do I do the Terra Electric thing here? There's a chance my opponent just goes into Drill. I'll Double Shock here. Well, is Pawmot worth keeping around? After Sandship has a really good chance to kill. I'm just gonna Double Shock here, I think. No, but it might be very physical. Let's Terra. There's no way this switches here, right? There's no way this switches here, surely. My opponent thinks they're fine. I would imagine. They're probably thinking about a Nuzzle, maybe. Like, surely my opponent doesn't switch out when they have a Nasty Plot up. Also, I'm worried about all the timer. If the Drill comes in here, I'm getting stream sniped. Okay. No, maybe not, but it would have been pretty sus. Okay, cool. we get the Pawmot kill. Drill comes in. I could just Mach Punch here, and I have a 12% chance to kill, but that doesn't feel like the play. But if I get a tiny bit of chip on this Drill, it is dying. Okay, Terra Grounds, but Earthquakes, but I have Grassy Terrain up, so that did not do as much as my opponent hoped. I'll venture to guess. Okay, I will flip turn here. That's awesome. That is exactly what we want to see. And I can actually go into Pawmot here. But should I go into Pawmot here? Is there a better play? Maybe Pult Darts. Let me check Pult Darts. Pult Darts does get the kill. It does get the kill. The reason I don't want to go right into Pawmot is just the fear of, you know, Flame Body. At the same time, like low-key, even a burned Pawmot is kind of putting in pounds here. Let's do Pawmot. Let's do Pawmot. And I do think the play is close combat here. Okay, Zama comes in. That's going to take a chunk. So once people are surprised that I'm using Pawmot, they're like, it's actually good. I think so. I think it's actually good. I'm going to go hard into Dragapult here because I really... Okay, I got crunched right away. Nicely played by my opponent. Let's U-turn. Okay, we don't get burned. That's great. Pawmot and Double Shock. My opponent... Oh, I was playing stupid. My opponent can't Terra, so I have really nothing to be worried about. And how much is Moltres taking from CC versus... It's about the same. Let's just go for CC. Okay. Nicely played, but you don't get it. Double Shock. Zama dies. Great stuff. You'll love to see it. So Zama being dead does mean Pult is not, like, as crucial to preserve as it once was. Do I keep Pawmot around still? I see, that's a good question. What's the sack here? Treads doesn't feel great. Rilla isn't all that either, though. I think I go Rilla here. I also have a chance to live if it does that. Okay, cool. I'm going to Glide. Even if this thing stays in here. Yeah, I mean, sorry. Even if the Moltres comes in, I then just go into Garg, and I'm in a pretty good spot there. And we get a glide off, which is great. Now, yeah, Power Whip would have killed, but at the same time, like, it is Power Whip. You know, it is not a fully accurate move, and I feel like I never see these things miss it ever. So I can't feel too bad for my opponent here. We'll go for darts here. Someone asks why 3 ice moves. If you're referring to the Weavile team, it's because Ice Shard you need to run. Triple Axle gets past substitutes and is extremely strong. And Icicle Crash is really good against non-contact situations, like where you're facing a Zapdos or a Moltres. It's really good. And yeah, people saying, yeah, Pawmot is good. I believe in Pawmot. I'm using Pawmot in a serious context. I have been happy with its performance in many games, and I think it's a good Pokemon. Okay, good damage there. T-Tar won't be able to come in again. We get knocked. It doesn't do very much. Cool. I'll just Earthquake here. Oh my lord. Oh yeah, grassy terrain. What am I saying? Okay, I can just Rapid Spin. Moltres comes in. That's fine. I don't really care about that burn at all. I mean, the Flame Body, I don't care about that at all. I can just Volt Switch here. And I'll go right into Garg. What does my opponent want to do? Just go for that. I will just Salt Cure here. No reason to go for any reads. Can Roaring Moon be used in a non-HO? It can be used on Sun, which I'd say is offense. Otherwise, not really, though. I don't think it's that good outside of that context. Pretty sure I win this game with Pawmot. Yeah, I win this game with Pawmot. It's super over. I'll just Salt Cure here. Actually, what I should account for is the possibility of Horn Leech. Yeah, which is Salt Cure, is doing that. Okay, and the Ogerpon is not going to kill anyway. It doesn't matter, though. I do win with... Well, okay, no. I guess the Excadrill technically does live a hit. But it can't spin on me here. It has to attack me. Yeah. Drill... Okay, Drill does not die to a Mach. It gets close, though. It gets really close. I think the play is to go this. How much did I do to T-Tar with darts before? I'm just trying to make sure I'm positioned in as strong a way as possible. Okay, and I U-turn here. That's the play. Low-key drop this Pawmot team. Yeah, don't worry. I'll put it. Paw is adamant, he says. I'll say perhaps. Don't want to give potential future ladder opponents information. Okay, how much is U-turn going to do? We actually want this to not kill. It doesn't really matter, though. If we're being honest, it doesn't matter. And I go Olo here, and then we'll just flip into Pawmot Mach Punch to end the game. Someone says that set gets cooked by Gambit. Do you know how much Gambit takes from a Terra Ice Crash? King Gambits. For guys saying it gets cooked. Look at this. Look at that. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And look, Knockoff is doing a substantial amount too. You can break past Gambit slowly, right? You don't, and yeah, my opponent is going for flinches, which is the right play. That is totally the right play. Gotta respect that. But you'll need quite a few of those. And I think I can actually also protect and then go Pult so the spin can't come off. Yeah, or that'll just happen. It doesn't. There was no way my opponent could win there, even with a bunch of flinches. GG. Good stuff. We'll go back to the Weavile team. Would Revival Blessing not have more use than Ice Punch on Pawmot? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You definitely want Ice Punch. Ice Punch is super crucial. You get hardwalled by Gliscor, hardwalled by Lando. If anything, I would drop CC. You could definitely make an argument for Revival Blessing over CC, but thus far, I've actually wanted CC more than Revival. But we'll see, if that continues. Someone says, you have way too many teams. I cleaned out my builder recently. This is like 1/10 of the teams I've ever made. Okay. Looking at this team, I think... Oh, I know this team. I know this team. Oh, and this is actually... Is this Mimikyu? I think this is Mimikyu Stardust we're facing. Yeah. So this is a CB Pult, so I need to keep Treads healthy is what that means. Oh, and I do have Terra Fairy Aloe, so that could be fun as well. I don't really... Okay, so I don't have any resist other than Weavile for the CB Terra Blast Ghost, so we'll need to be aware of that. I do want to get rocks up pretty quickly. I think... I'm pretty sure... Let me check if Serp can live a CB Pult hit. Does this thing have a banded set in here? It does. Okay. So let's check. Serp is actually living that pretty nicely. So let's lead Serp to counter the Atrot lead. We get the Lando. That's fine. Do I Glare or just Leaf Storm? I think Glare is better. And we get the Iron Crown too, which is really nice. You'll love to see that. This thing does run Focus Blast, I'm pretty sure. So I can't just... I do have to think. Alo is pretty safe here, though. Future Sight. Yeah, because now I can get the slow flip on this, and then I can go into Weavile. That's perfect. Perfect situation. Yeah, I go into Weavile, I click free knockoff. You can Terra Fighting here. If you do, I think that would be an insanely not very good play. And the Prim comes in and takes a knockoff, and we tank the Future Sight. That was a great situation. We're very happy about that. I'll go Serp here. Maybe we even get a boost on the Moonblast. Okay, Pult comes in. Let's Synthesis here. Yeah, the U-turn is almost certainly coming off, and I don't really have much I can do about it. I didn't want to go onto Molt in case of the darts. And I'm thinking this time it's Treads. This time it's Treads. Tachyon comes out. I'll go for Rocks. Okay, the Focus Blast does happen, and I do get hit, but we don't die. Which, for the record, I was aware of that, me not dying there, at least likely not dying, with paralysis and the hit chance too, also should be factored in. But we want to keep Treads, ideally, a little healthier than we've been keeping it. I'll go Alo here, I think, is a good play. Okay, Lando comes in. I can Scald this. Hopefully we get a little burn. We do. Very nice. And I can flip turn here and hopefully keep out the Atrot. Yeah, I figured the Atrot would come out there. That is quite predictable. I really don't want this thing to get a spike up, but I'm not sure if there's anything I can do about that. I maybe misplayed with the Treads a little bit, keeping it in on Iron Crown. I don't think Rocks were worth that much. I think that was greedy by me. At the same time, it happens. We got to play with it, move on. Serp can kill with a Leaf Storm, so that's definitely my play here. I could actually, I could. I think I do. Do I kill here with Terra Blast? I actually don't. That's crazy. Oh, because I'm defensive, yeah. I'll Leaf Storm again then, and we'll try to just, Synthesis up on this. Tachyon, yeah, I'm totally fine with clicking Synthesis on this. And we get the Para, which is really nice. Leaf Storm does not quite kill here. So I do think it is time to Terra Blast, and I do think I win the game. I do think I win the game with Terra Blast here. Because, see, the Pult is not doing that much with a U-turn. And even, CB Terra Blast Ghost is not killing me, so I can Glare this. The U-turn is not doing much. CB Terra Blast Ghost is not killing my max HP Serp, and I can Glare. It does U-turn. Fair enough. Lando comes in. Well played, but I'm pretty sure I can Synthesis here. And I'm actually doing pretty well. Well, actually, hold up. Let me just check. I don't need to sweep right now is the other thing. I can save this Serp for later. It'd be nice to sweep now, but I think I'm in a strong enough position that I don't need to be playing games. I think I'll just kill with a Leaf Storm. Yeah. Now the Pult does kill with CB Terra Blast. So my opponent's definitely just going to do CB Terra Blast. And the sack is... I feel like it's a no-brainer. I think it's got to be Treads. It's got to be Treads. Oh, it just goes for darts. Okay, that's fine too. And I can go into Alo here. And darts is doing... This is banded, let's remember. This is choice banded. So it's doing some damage. How much do I need to kill it with Weavile Ice Shard? I'll flip turn here. Okay, we see the darts come out. That's fine. I can go Molt here. Wisp is pretty much a catch-all. I'm chugging. Okay. The Prim is quite likely, but I think I just do it anyway. Okay, we get Aatrot. That's extra good. Alright, and do I account for the knockoff here? I think I have to. Keeping Moltres healthy is definitely the play. Let's go Alo for the transition. We do get knocked, as expected. That's fine. Can flip turn here. And go Serp and just click Leaf Storm. Obviously, don't love taking knock on Alo in the hazards, but it's really far from being the end of the world. And this, I don't think can kill me here. Yeah. Mimi, I'm guessing, is calking against regular Serp. And that was a very high roll there. It happens. Okay. I think it's got to be Weavile Ice Shard. Yeah. And the Gambit should lose to the Moltres. It is a Terra Flying set. So as long as I keep Weavile alive, I can Wisp it, wear it down. We should be fine. But definitely the Gambit is a threat. It's a shame my Serp died there. That would have put us in a stronger spot, definitely. But what are you going to do? Hopefully they didn't change it to Terra Fire. That would be tragic. Okay, based on that double, I'm thinking it's not changed to Terra Fire, which is good. That does bode well for us. It was good double there. Good double. Yeah, I still might actually lose to the Gambit, which is kind of funny, but how do I play this? I think Alo is the sack. I can wish here. Hopefully we don't die. We don't. Wonderful. That's what we needed. We definitely needed to live that there. That's a big live. Oh my, what? That's not good at all. That's really bad. That's terrible. That's terrible news. Oh my lord, what? Why is it Calm Mind? That is totally new to me. Okay, let's think about this. I can go Weavile and finish it off afterward. Then I go for probably Crash with Weavile. Or do I sack Pult? Do I sack Pult instead? I don't think it's D-Kiss last. That would be insane. It might be, though, mightn't it? It might be. Yeah, we'll go Flame on this team also. Hurricane has not been doing that much, and it's unreliable. So we'll go Flame. But it's not good. I'm trying to just think here whether I sack Alo or Pult. I think the sack is Pult. I think it's the worst of the two Pokemon. Hopefully it's not D-Kiss. Yeah, if it's D-Kiss, I was just cooked there. Okay, and we're not coming in again, sadly. Is knock guaranteed? It is not. I do have to Crash here. If we miss, we're cooked. But we have to just hope we do hit here. Okay, the Pult sack is a surprise to me there. Crash is doing not enough to actually click it. I go hard into this. Well played. What can I say? I mean, that was good. That was really good. But I do outspeed this and I Hurricane it. As long as... And we miss. Alright. First loss of the day. It happens. It happens. We're Flamethrower now. I will say though, I just realized that the Prim was slower, and I could have been U-turning on it with Moltres. So I was kind of throwing that game. That was kind of my bad, a little bit. But yeah, the miss. I mean, obviously there were workarounds though. Like, yes, did the miss make us lose? Yes. At the same time, there were things I could have done better. I just totally forgot that Moltres is faster than Prim. I don't know why I was thinking it outsped. It happens sometimes. All right, let's see here. Yeah, that game was looking really good too until the super bad damage roll on Serp into the, yeah, it was tragic. It happens. Okay, this game, it's looking like the plan is just going to be to break with Weavile. I feel like I like a Serp lead here. I don't think the Glow King will start, sure enough. And I'm going to Glare here. Glow King, I feel like always... Actually, do I just go for full send with Terra Ground at, like, immediately? That could be pretty funny. Let's Leaf Storm, actually. Okay, Glow King does come in. I'm going to Glare here and just see what my opponent wants to do. Gets parried. That's what we like to see. I don't know if this is a good play, is the only thing. You know? But what else am I going to Terra? I think we do it. Good. And I do think I Leaf Storm here. On the very probable D-Knight. Someone asked, what painter do I like the most? I think this one. I like this guy. Yeah, so I'm going to Leaf Storm here. Hopefully the Chili does... Oh, that's so bad for my opponent. Oh, man, they're cooked. They're totally cooked now. Yeah, that's... I'm surprised I honestly just didn't see a forfeit happen right there. Okay, I'm going to click Leaf Storm in case of the substitute. The CC comes out. That's banded, but because I'm bulky, Serp doesn't kill, and we kill the Zama. You are having a very bad day if you're my opponent right now. Do I preserve the Serp? I don't think it's worth it. I think for the sake of how ahead I am in the game, I let it go. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I think Weavile crash here, probably. Yeah, let's go Weavile crash here. Yeah. Yeah, that guy made some very unfortunate... I gotta admit, like, that was bad. If I had my opponent, I would be pretty sad with that whole situation. Gotta be Olo. Actually, no. Let me go Treads. Treads is better here. Because I have Volt, so I can Volt on the D-Knight. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get up rocks here, I'm thinking. Yeah, because I don't think I even die to a pump. Wisp, like, that's fine. Alright, cool. Yeah, like, I wasn't gonna... Well, maybe I should have kept it around for the gold. But I'm not really worried about gold. Go into this. How do I actually handle this? Maybe I threw. Maybe I threw. But its only way to touch me is by, like, switching out. Which doesn't do that much relative to how I'm doing. Someone says Weavile Okos. The D-Knight? Yeah, I know. It's super Okos, the D-Knight. But, like, you know, at the same time, the D-Knight Terras. Right? The D-Knight is... Actually, no, it can't. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that Slowking. I gotta get better with remembering Terra. Yeah, it can't even Terra. That's tragic. That's so tragic. I'll protect here. We have the trick. I'm totally okay with that. If you want to give up your Scarf, like, I'm so down for that. Honestly. That's the funny thing. I'm actually so down for that. You have just made your gold... Like, that was the only thing that really threatened me. It was the gold. And now it doesn't have a Scarf. And my Olo is totally fine packing a Choice Scarf. I'm just gonna darts here. No reason to play game because I'd probably outspeed the D Knight even after a dragon dance, and it doesn't even go for the dragon dance. Here I'm going to darts again, even though the Lando might come in. I do just darts again. Hex does not kill, so we definitely darts here. I should get the extension that tells you when they tear it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. All right, and then the Lando's just gonna come in here. The only way we lose this is if the Lando starts pulling sub shenanigans, right? I'm thinking that's probably the case. Well, okay, let's not throw to Wellspring either. I'll go Allo. Lando doesn't have rock polish anymore, which is something to consider as well. Okay, I can flip turn here. I can just flip turn here. Okay, and I will Wisp. Because it'll catch the Rotom if it comes in and get me some nice residual. And sure enough, there we go. Good stuff. I'll go Treads here. I don't think a Pump will kill me. Oh, that's actually did a lot more than I thought it would. That's fine, though. I just go Dragapult here and go for a Hex. And then I win with Ice Shard. Name of the extension is Shodex that I'm using. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. Okay, yeah, Landorus is getting two-shot here very, very easily. We just click it again, and my opponent forfeits. GG. Yeah, they never really had much of a chance there at the end. Never really had much of a chance. No, the extension the other person meant? Oh, I don't know the name of it. Okay, we're facing Chili Cheeseburger. Sure, why not? I kind of want to lead with Pawmot and just try to kill a Glow King immediately. I don't know if that's a good play, but well, hold on though. Today's about thinking, right? No, I do think that's a good play because if the Glow King dies, Garg looks so good. Okay, we get an Ival lead. Interesting. We can scout with Allo, see kind of what this thing wants to do. Oh, if this is Specs, I might die. Okay, I didn't die. That is Specs Terra Fairy, though. So good thing we have an AV Treads, but even with AV Treads, we're going to need to be careful about that. All right, and I'll go into Rilla here. No way this thing's staying in. Sure enough, we catch the Ting Lu. And I think it's got to just be knocking the Molt here. Wow, you stayed in. Okay. What? Bro, are you serious? Okay, let's go Allo here. Okay, and I can Wish. Okay, we're okay with that. And I will Rapid Spin here. Let's see what the Treads, Tinglu rather, wants to do. It's going to Earthquake, and I will get Wished all the way back up. That went pretty well for me. I'm happy with that. Okay, I'll knock again here. There we go. We get the Molt, and we don't even get burned. Not even a burn for our trouble. Wonderful. So now rocks mean a lot. I imagine the Ival will come in here. I do set rocks on the Ival. I can scout and see what it wants to do first, though. It's going to be Aura Sphere. Okay, well, let's check that first before I go and get myself killed. Choice Specs, and let's assume Modest. Well, actually, let me calc the Allo damage. Yeah, that would be in range with Timid and Modest, because it was a high roll if it was Timid. Probably Timid, though. Probably Timid, I'm going to say. But let's suppose. Oh, I actually don't take that much, even. I'll go for rocks here. Great, and we force the opponent to switch. And I can actually go Rilla free here and click Woodhammer. Like, my opponent cannot deal with Woodhammer here. At all, and it's great. Like, that's fine. I'm clicking Woodhammer. Moltres is gonna die. Hopefully we don't get, if we do, I mean, that'd be only fair, but we don't, which is great. Yeah. I mean, as I said, it would have been fair. I mean, we hit it twice. Flame Body at that point is more likely than not, but we We get a little bit of luck, you know? You love to see it. Okay, and we're going to see the wonderful Ice Spinner. I think this thing... I'll just flip turn here. Okay, it's going to go try and just go and set its own rocks. Fair enough. I do like the Pult Wisp here. I think that's a good move. Pretty much catches everything with the exception of Gold, which was unlikely to come in. And I can U-turn here, and I want to get in Treads. Treads just for a nice spin. Okay, and great. We do it into the... That's perfect. I can Rapid Spin here. Gold comes in. I can Earthquake. We're not playing games. I'm just going to click the obvious move. We get tricked. That's kind of okay. Honestly, I mean, that's not great, but it's really not the end of the world. I'll go Olo here because I expect the Tusk will be coming in, and I want to hit it with a flip turn. Or do I go Pult? I think I go Pult actually because it's gonna spin here. Yeah, and I can Wisp again. Great, 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 great. Okay. Do I just Terra Ghost here and blow my opponent up? I think that's the play. Because if I Terra Ghost here, this Tusk is like dying. Like actually dying. Okay. It's not great, but I can Wisp again here. I still don't regret my play. And Earthquake, even if I miss the Wisp, won't kill me. So I'm looking really good here. Yeah, my opponent does not have an answer for this Pult at this point. Like, I don't care about that. I'm Boots. This game is over. This game is super over, I think. We'll see what happens, though. Don't want to get too comfortable, but it's looking really good. I'll Wish because of the likely Whirlwind, and I'll Flip turn. Okay, so this did Whirlwind, so let's go into the Boots Mon so we don't take more damage than we need to. And then something will get brought in, and it'll get healed up. Garg. Good. And we get healed up. That's why we love Garg. Okay, and we'll just Salt Cure here. Let's see what it wants to do. It's going to Whirlwind again, bring out the Pawmot. I'm pretty much okay with that. I'm okay with that. This thing will take a hefty chunk from a Mach Punch. Not like a ton, but enough to bring it into range of quite a bit. I think I just Mach. Yeah, I'm just going to Mach. Does that put it into Pult range yet? Very close. Very close. Actually, I think my play is to go Pult, U-turn, and then come back in and do this. Let's do that. Yeah, now I kill, and now I can Hex my way through the entire team. So what I want to do is just sack something here. Garg is a perfect sack. And I'll Salt Cure just in case of the switch, but I really don't see the switch happening. And now I go Pult. What's Pawmot do on this team? It's the Breaker. It's the Breaker and a really nice backup King Gambit answer because the team kind of struggles against that. Yeah, this kills. And there, my opponent has no switch in. Forfeit. Yep, GG. Yeah, Pawmot here is a really, really good breaker. Guys, I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand Pawmot. Let me explain this thing quickly. This thing has a double shock, right? 120 base power electric move. 120. And we're running Adamant 115 attack. And the only benefit, the only loss of a double shock is that you become typeless when you use it. But if you Terra Electric, you can spam this move over and over. This thing one-shots so many Pokemon in the tier. And its coverage is insane. So you slap on a Life Orb, you give it some grassy terrain healing for the more offensive matchups. And you do this, it's like... And then you give it some Wish support. Like, this is a really, really effective stall breaker. Nothing is beating a Pawmot long-term. Yeah, Pawmot is a fantastic breaker. Okay, and we're about to see if it really is. We're about to see. So I'm optimistic about this matchup because I do have the Pawmot, but we still need to play carefully. it's still a stall team. And if Pawmot gets like status, it's over. So you do have to play carefully still. Pawmot is good. It is never free though. Never, ever, ever think something is free against stall, unless you're running like a banned Hoopa U plus Glow King. At which point you're pretty much good. Let's see. And I think, okay, 1870. So yeah, we got a pretty standard stall up pretty high on ladder. Nothing crazy here. I do think we have a great matchup, but let's just not choke. Let's not choke. That's the play. I think Garg, I'm okay with Garg getting knocked. I'm going to lead with it, just get up rocks, and then Salt Cure the Gliscor. Or we'll Salt Cure immediately. We'll Salt Cure immediately, then go for rocks. That works. Just to get a little chip. You know, because Salt Cure... this would be... Whoever recommended banned Pawmot, that's not the play. Trust me, that's not the play. I'll just spam Salt Cure here, honestly. I feel like that's actually a pretty strong option. Like, I'm obviously not going to love figuring out how to way to get these hazards off later, but it'll be fine. Okay, good flip, good flip. Well played. Do I just let it get knocked? It's going to happen at some point, but we don't want it to get statused right away. I can go recover. And this is going to be a Poison Jab Gliscor. Oh, it has Earthquake. Okay, never mind. I stand corrected. I stand corrected. In that case, because it's not Poison Jab, I think we let Olo take it. I think that's fine. We'll Tickle here, and then Flip Turn out. And I'll Ice Spinner here. Okay, respect it. I respect that. But that's fine. I can wish this up. This is why Olo is so good against stall. Because I can just do this. Hopefully we get the slow flip here. Okay, I'll wish up again. Skull comes off. No burn. We get burned there. That's fine. It happens. I'll Volt here. And we are getting spin blocked pretty solidly. Terra Ghost Gliscor, I gotta give it up. You know, it's pretty good set here. Although, hold up. Do I just Woodhammer and clean shop? Maybe Rilla has been him the whole time, not Pawmot.
for homeowners who like being ready. That's why we have
okay, let's skip this.
Things like fires.
Okay. Yeah, well, let me check something. I want to check the damage of Ice Spinner. So my Ice Spinner did 17%. So this... I'm worried it's a speedy Gliscor. That's my fear. That's my fear. Oh, wait. Can I not just go Pult on this, actually? Because Pult is going to decimate this poor Gliscor, won't it? Yeah. I think it will. Yeah, Hex is doing quite a bit. Let's just do that. Okay. And, well, let's Hex. And I'm clicking it again. I think my opponent knows that they have to use... they have to play kind of aggressively to win this game. Okay, I'll U-turn on this. I'll go into Olo. Okay, actually, no, that was not a good play by me. I should have known. We can flip turn here, though. I think it's totally time to go into the Boomer here. Or is it Pawmot time? Gliscor, let's check how much it's taking from a double shock. It's not killing. But it would chip it down big time. Potentially open the door for treads. Let's go into Mott. Let's do it. And let's just click double shock. Do we Terra Electric is the question. Not yet. I'll Terra Electric here. Probably Gliscor is going to Terra. That's fine. Ice Punch does not... It does threaten the kill, but it doesn't get the kill. Actually, let's Ice Punch here. And now I'll Terra Electric do it. I figured the tech was definitely coming off there. We can... Okay, we're looking good now. We can remove hazards. I think this game is over. I think this game is over. I don't see how my opponent wins under such circumstances. I'm now free to remove. This will do... I think I can go Olo on this. I think... Or no, that's my opponent's Olo. My Olo. Against Earthquake with that chip. It's going to be tight, but I think I do it. Never mind. That does not work at all. I can flip turn here into Rilla, though. And I'm pretty sure I just Woodhammer here. Pex comes in. I go Treads on the probable Baneful Bunker. Yeah. And it's time to spin. My opponent is not happy about this, you can bet. My opponent is not happy about this. But I sure am. Oh, baby. We're back. Let's heal everything up. Let's heal this entire team up. We are so back. Yeah, it's over. Good game. GG's. Yep. GG's. The Terra on Gliscor is good, but if you Terra Gliscor against a team with a Wisp, Terra Ghost Hex Pulse, I think my stall matchup is really strong, and I think that game showcased why. Well played by my opponent, though. Well played by my opponent. I gotta give it up. I mean, the Terra Ghost was good. The Hazard Stack was good. I don't think it was particularly hard to play that game well. I mean, stall. But, you know, at the same time, they did. They played it nearly optimally. HF. It's always a Treads lead. I have AV, so I can actually deal with Darkrai leads. Not well, but okay. Actually, or do I want to lead with Olo? It's a good question. Let's lead with Treads. Okay, we do end up seeing the Darkrai. I'll just Earthquake this. Unfortunately it does hit the Focus Blast. What are you gonna do? I can go Olo here. Hits 2. Oh my lord. Actually, hold on. That did a ton of damage. No, that's not any special set. I'm just getting cooked. We'll go into Pawmot here on the Dark Pulse. And I will Ice Punch the Pult. Okay, or just stay in and let the Darkrai die to a Mach Punch, I guess. That's really weird, but okay, whatever. I'll Darts here. Glamora comes in. Fair enough. I think I Darts again as the Glamora gets rocks up. Mud Shot. Actually, no, I don't outspeed anymore. I'll go Treads here. I'm very much expecting the rock, and I will Ice Spinner on the Dragapult. Okay, we do get that. And this is definitely going to be a status set of Pult. I'm thinking because it's lefties, right? So I'm going to get Wisped here probably. I'm going to go Garg on the... Okay, that Hex is fine too. And I'll click Rocks, maybe even kill the Glim or get the Glim basically, you know, effectively dead. Let me check, and oh no, it's Mud Shot, so I definitely live 2 hits of anything with Treads, which is fun. I'll go Treads here. Well, actually, let me just double check. Let me double check, make sure Treads lives. Takes 2 of those. Actually, no, it doesn't. Okay, interesting. Interesting. What do I do? Am I okay with playing with Toxic Spikes up? It'll hurt Rilla. That's the only thing it'll hurt, though. I feel like I'm okay with that. I do think my opponent will just go for Mud Shot. Let's go Olo. Good, and now I'll go Treads on hopefully the Mortal Spin. Let's see. If I get red, I get red. Not the end of the world, but we don't, which is really nice. And I think I am actually going to rapid spin here. Okay, Dragapult comes in. Well played by my opponent. Well played. I'll go into Garg here, though. Pinkacross. What Pokemon do you want to see get a Mega in the next game? I always thought an Electivire Mega would be really awesome. I'll actually just Salt Cure here. Recover at this health is not really worth it. Okay, and we get that off. Good stuff. I'll recover here. I'm worried about the Kyurem. Clicking sub and shenanigans like that. That could be pretty bad. There's not really much I can do about that, though. And I did call the Glamora sack correctly, so there's that, too. If this is a sub DD Kyurem, I think I just lose. Okay, so I could Terra Water here. That's an option. I could also... I can go Mola and try Fish for a Focus Miss, and I get it. I deserved it, honestly. This thing has hit 3, or would have hit 3. And we don't get parried even. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. And I can U-turn here. Actually, do I want U-turn or do I want Palton? I'm thinking it's not a sub Kyurem the way my opponent's been playing it. Because if it was, they would have gone into it on Garg and Terrad and subbed. So I do think I want the Garg in. And I'm going to U-turn into Garg. I think that feels right. That feels strong. He says he kind of threw by Mach Punching. I mean, you can say that, but like, what if my opponent just went into Pult? There's a difference between making a play that didn't work and making a mistake. And I can't really say I feel too bad about my choice there. So this is going to hit me with a fat Earthquake here. I do think I want to preserve Gar. Well, I can protect and kind of see first. And yeah, sure enough, we do see the Earthquake. I can go Mola here pretty easily. I think that's better. I think that's right. Yeah, let's do that. DD, this does not kill me here. It might be Roost, but I can Tickle. If it starts roosting, I can Tickle. And I can Tech here. If it starts roosting, I can Tickle. That's the benefit to Tickle. So we're not worried about that. Good stuff. And I'll Wish. Or do I Wish or do I Flip Turn here? Let's Wish. I think Wish puts me in a strong spot because it allows me to kind of force the Valiant to click an attack, which is nice. That's fine. I do believe I sack the Mola here. Actually, I could go Treads. That could be a kind of a cool play. I think I like the Treads here, because if the close combat comes off, then I definitely kill with Rilla. And if anything else comes off, I actually live. So that's pretty nice. Do I spin here, or do I just Earthquake? I feel like spin is getting too fancy. I think I just Earthquake. Terra Ghost comes off. Good thing I didn't spin. And unfortunate drop, but not a huge deal. I think I do still live, and I do still two-shot. Unless we get critical hit here, it wasn't a big deal. We don't. So, okay, that didn't really matter then. And the Kyurem cannot Terra. Not that it really would at this point, is the one concern. Kyurem wouldn't really want to Terra against what I have left. But I love the fact that my opponent went into Pult. That kind of gives me a chance to position myself in a stronger spot here. I'm actually going to Volt, because I do not want to kill this Dragapult here. I want to get Garg in and healthy. Or do I? If it's sub, but at the same time, if it was sub, why would my opponent not have gone into it earlier? Let's just think. I'm trying to make sure I play this optimally here, right? I also do have Terra. I could go into my Pult and Terra. My opponent has Terra as well. No, they use theirs. They use theirs. Can this Dragapult kill my Dragapult with a Hex? It might have Thunder Wave. I think the play is Garg. If my opponent was sub Kyurem, they would have done it earlier. That's going to be my statement. That's going to be my play. And we don't get critical hit, so we're looking good to heal up. I'll recover once more, then we'll go for Salt Cures from there. Oh, it's sub-pult. Okay, that's kind of annoying, but it's fine. I can PP stall the darts without too much of an issue. Yeah, I can PP stall the darts without much of an issue. That does seem to be my opponent's angle, but like that's fine. That's fine. Contect here on one of the darts. Actually, maybe I can't. Maybe I can't stall it out. I thought I could. Am I tossing, folks? I might be. We'll see what happens. I think we'll be fine. I think I'm fine here. We like to see that. I don't know what the T-Wave was. If you're PP stalling, you go for Hex there to do at least a little bit of damage. The Thunder Wave was absolutely, absolutely never the play. I'll Salt Cure here. Because if the Curum kills the Garg, that's fine. We're really just doing this so we can get residual chip on like a DD set. This is fine. This is fine. Look, if it's sub like Terra Steel DD, you know what? I did my best. It happens. Terra happens. Let me Salt Cure here. We get Earth Powered. That's good. And I can go into Pulse on this. Or if I just PP stall with Olo. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good game. Good stuff there. Keeping it simple. And that was, yeah, that was pretty well played. I'm happy with that. Excuse me, Wendy's finally banned? No, as far as I know, he's still kicking. I haven't banned him, at least. Let me check here. What are we gonna go with? Let's do it. Let's go with status spam again. Give it a try. Got a protein bar here. Now, there is no gimmick this time. There's no gimmick this time. I just got sick of it. Like, I was playing Glacier teams, and I was in 1600s for, like, the entirety of the last stream. And I lost, like, 5 games in a row. And I was like, why am I doing this? Like, I want to build creative Pokemon, but I just wanted to play some games and actually just try to win, you know? Okay. Eating a protein bar, by the way. That's why my voice is a little off. Okay. I think I lead with Olo here. It kind of matches up well into everything except Rillaboom. That's fine, I'll flip turn here. If this thing combines, it's a major threat. I have to go hard Surf on that. I think I just leave Storm here. Do I just do it? Gouging Fire is a gouging fire. Let's not forget. Actually, Heat Crash... I mean, Blitz would obviously kill me. Heat Crash doesn't. I'm going to Glare. Well... I feel like I either Glare and don't Terra Blast, or I Terra Blast. Let's Glare. Let's Glare regular. If it's Heat Crash, it won't kill me. Okay, that was kind of worst case scenario. I was hoping it wouldn't it wouldn't be that set and do what it just did. It did. Life moves on, though. And I just realized Weavile does not kill this. That's insane. And that's assuming no defense. Holy crap. Who made this thing? Alright. Well, honestly, either way, I think the play is just a Terra Ice and Crash here. But it might be defensive. I'm going to Axel. Come on. We got to hit this. Oh, thank God. Okay. Guy's complaining when I missed the act. Bro, come on. Get over yourself. Nice, he says. You didn't get parried that turn, and I got a 2-hit on Axel. You absolutely deserve to get parried. Don't even give me that. Don't even give me that attitude. Okay. Weavile looking pretty strong here. I probably would have Terra Iced it anyway, so I'm not too mad about that. What's my opinion of Poison Heal? Really good. If Hydreigon had it, it would be busted. Don't give it to Hydreigon. I stay in here. I miss. Oh my god. That's so bad. If I hit there, I was in a total win. Like, look how I did like 80 with Axel to this. It got super two-shot. I didn't even need double 3 hits. I just needed to not completely miss. At this point, I have to hope to win with Palt. I just take my damage here. Oh, wait. That's funny. We get justice. Justice. Poison Heal Hydreigon would be super broken. Okay. It is Speed Booster, so I have to get out here. Don't really want to risk Molt, so I'll go Mola. And I'll just Scald here. Okay, we see Bulk Up. We burn, the Tusk is cooked. I'll Flip Turn here. Go Molt to provide an appealing knockoff target. Go back into Mola, Flip Turn again. This game is suddenly looking very good. Okay. I do think Treads is my strongest choice here. I do live a Darkrai Focus Blast. And it baits in the Rilla, at which point I have a very good answer with Moltres. Let's see what my opponent wants to do. U-turn? Do we get a burn? We don't? That's okay. I can't really complain. We've been getting pretty lucky. A little bit of a tough spot. I think I let Treads eat a hit here. Okay, that's choice specs. Yeah, that's choice specs. Good to know. It's just sack here. Gotta be Pult. And U-turn here, I'm thinking. Okay, we see the Terra Poison. This is looking bad. I won't lie. This is looking really bad. I think I have to sack Mola. Although, that does mean my Weavile's Ice Shard goes crazy now, which is good. So I think I sack... I'm trying to think what I preserve here. What is my opinion on Storm Zone saying Pinka is smoking? He's said that a few times. I think he's been smoking at times too. We have our disagreements. I mean, we don't dislike each other. It's just we have very different approaches to building and battling at times. Let me think. I do think it is... Yeah, it's the molt I want. So we're going to sack Olo. We're going to sack Olo. It's a shame I U-turned there. Maybe I should have darts and anticipated the Terra Poison. Probably could have thought that one through a little better. But, you know, it happens, right? I'll go darts here. Or actually, do I T-Wave? That could be in a play. I think I actually T-Wave. I like that better. Okay, unfortunate. It would have been nice if we got Para there, but can't really complain. We'll go into Weavile here and click Crash, I think. Crash does one shot. We're not cooking any Pokemon today. I'm just trying to win and play well. Okay, we get the Rillaboom kill. Can't complain about that, or I was hoping we would, and we do. Hopefully Flamethrower Moltres can take care of this. We'll see. Okay, good Darkrai play. But it does give... Oh, but it was boosters... Oh, yeah, I see, and I'm not... Okay, we're going to have to hope for some Paras here. We're going to have to hope for some Paras. Come on. Let's see some paralysis. Man, I wish I was Jolly Weavile here. I will say. I must admit, it'd be nice if I was Jolly Weavile. Darkrai, can you stop, please? Can you stop, please? Okay. We do not get anything. We get a disconnect. I mean, that probably won't matter. I'm going to just crash here. And hope my opponent is, for some reason, not booster. Yeah, if I was normal Banded Weavile, we'd kill here. Maybe my greedy admin is not so good. Yeah, I do think I played that well, but just the Darkrai did not get paralyzed a single time. And had it, we would have been fine. But, you know, it happens. It happens. I'm trying to think if I played that well. I guess maybe in retrospect, I should have just Terra grounded Syrup on the Gouging Fire. Okay, we're facing this team again in a mirror matchup. Or not a mirror matchup, sorry, a repeat matchup. What am I saying? Yeah, okay. I will lead this time with Weavile, because I don't think my opponent will lead with Tinkaton again. And they do. They just said, you know what? Screw it. Let's lead Tinkaton again. Okay. I'll go Molt here. I think the knockoff is likely. Because see, knockoff covers everything, whereas Thunder Wave only covers everything but the Trez, which is a likely switch. So I do like the Moltres play here, and it positions me well to Wisp. Oh, Giga, that's even better. Although I do believe that is non-contact. Okay, we burn the Zapdos. That's pretty good. I'll go Treads here. Hopefully, Metal Sound. Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's Throat Spray. That's cool. Is this is this an offensive Zapdos now? Because if it is, it might outspeed me. That's my worry. Okay, I have an idea. We'll go Mola on the Heat Wave. Okay, that's not what I was hoping for. We'll Tact. Get some Burn Chip, you know how it is. This is a really interesting Zapdos. I don't know what my opponent is cooking here. I'm gonna go into Treads. The Hurricane does hit, unfortunately. I get a little lefty ceiling. I'm gonna go Mola here. If the Heat Wave was ever to happen, it would be here. And every Hurricane lands. That's not good. Okay. Tinkaton surely coming in here. I think I just hit it with a Icicle Crash. Keep it simple. We miss. Zapdos did how many hurricanes in a row? 4? 3. I protected on one of them. I'm not modding Wendy ever. Okay. So we've had a really unlucky, unfortunate, and confusing start to this game, but gotta lock back in. Gotta lock back in. It's far from over. Very, very far from over. I can flamethrower here. Okay, and we get really nice damage off on the Tinkaton, which is awesome, of course. And I think I'm actually going to go for that flamethrower again here. We get the Cinderace, that's fine. I'll Wisp here. Okay, so my opponent has changed a lot of their sets to be really bad for me. So the Pyro is going to come off there and do a ton of damage. We see Life Orb revealed as well. Let me check if that's Adamant. Jolly. Why? I feel like I have not gotten one. Okay, that... It's probably just a high roll Jolly, isn't it? Although that would be much more likely to be an Adamant roll. I have a play. The Palt T-Wave. Treads is dying to a sucker, sadly. I'll go Treads here. Because I'm thinking the sucker's going to happen. Whoa. Okay. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah, no, my opponent just changed their sets and totally... I don't know if I got sniped, per se, but I definitely... I mean, my opponent knew my team. I thought I knew their team, and they took full advantage of that, which I can't complain about. I mean, that's how you're supposed to play, right? But yeah, we got punked here completely with a really devastatingly formulated counter matchup. This is pretty much... Well, we'll play it out. We'll play it out. Always a chance of paralysis. I do have to rely on paralysis at this point. Moltres is dead, so all that is a free entry for me. I think I'm going to go Serp. I think that's the Pokemon I bank on Para with. That is definitely... I definitely am at the stage where I hope for Para. Yeah. Something else to note. Actually, you know what I just realized? It wouldn't have killed because it's Blaze, right? So, okay, let's hope for the Para. We do not get it. Cinderace is not... This guy has not missed a move. Gotten parried. Nothing. Okay. It happens. It's been a super unfortunate game. We'll Hex here. Okay, we get that. Well, when there's a Thunder Wave, there's a way, right? That is the form. Okay, so actually, what I can do here... What I can do here is... well, hold on. Let me think about the plan here. So we saw this is a sub Kyurem. So I do think my play is to Terra Ghost Darts. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, it's going to hit me with that. And my opponent has switched it to be Dragon Dance. Okay. I'm going to switch here and go into Weavile. And then we're going to... We're going to double Pult on the Tink. Okay. I know I was playing crazy there. There was like the only way I could win that game because the Roaring Moon outsped and killed my Weavile. There would have had to been a lot of things that would have happened there. Let's try Jolly Weavile. Yeah, we got totally sniped there. What are you going to do, right? Let's just call this. This team's been good enough that I think it deserves to be moved into my good team section. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say it was well, maybe it was it was kind of a counter team, to be honest. It was pretty... It happens, especially in OLT. People are counter teaming like crazy. They do it a lot, and I gotta respect it. I mean, you gotta play out the ladder as it is to be played. Anyway, though, let's change the Weavile to Jolly. The Adamant has hurt me in many situations at this point. We might switch back, but maybe I've been too greedy. Maybe I've been too greedy. Wendy D says, I hate the way you walk, the way you talk. Okay. HF. We're facing a low kicks team. Low kicks is pretty scary. I have no quad resists. In light of that, I think I want to lead with Allo. Yeah, low kicks here with Terra Bug shreds my team. It one-shots half my team and two-shots the other half. We do not like to see low kicks. But Allo is a very strong lead here. It's good into everything except Superior. And we do catch the low kicks lead, which is great. So I just flip turn on this. As good as low kicks is, it does still get walled by Allo. This stream has twice the viewers of last night. Yeah, I think people can sense the vibe. I think they can sense that I want to play. And I'm more into it now, you know? So that's honestly awesome. We get the first impression, which means it can't use first impression again. I think the best way to take advantage of that is with Pawmot. And I think I just want to go for a close combat. Tusk comes out. That's great. We do a ton of damage to that. And I'm thinking I Ice Punch here because Scarf Treads is like super fake. Like nobody runs that. I mean, say we're going to get Headlong Rushed here, like just you watch, but I feel like Ice Punch is the play here. If this Tusk Terras, my opponent will have wasted their Terra on something super low. Pult comes in. That does get one shot. Ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing a Pawmot game. We are seeing a Pawmot game. Okay. Can Rilla come in on a Leaf Storm and U-turn? Oh my god, no it can't. I can go Pult here, though. Cool. And now I think I U-turn and go into Rilla. Because Rilla will, I think. Okay, we get the bug out. That works, too. That works. Very much works. I'll go Pawmot and click Double Shock here. And if Tusk comes in, I just click CC. Someone asked Pink Across, are you still going to play with your viewers' teams? Yeah, definitely. I'd be open to that. Okay, the Primarina Terras on the Double Shock, and we're super going to die here, and we do. Pawmot, you did great. You forced a Terra. I mean, Pawmot did amazing. It did amazing there. It did everything. And this puts me in a really strong spot in this game. Like, Pawmot has positioned us super well. Okay, I can go Allo here. Okay, I'll Wish, just to keep healthy. Because Allo kind of beats the rest of this team. I have to still watch myself with Serp, but... Okay, I'll flip turn here. Okay, that's fine. And I think I go Pult and then U-turn into... Maybe... The threat is Serp. Serp is the threat. I think I go Pult, U-turn into Treads, maybe? I think I like that. Let's do that. Yeah, rip, but like Pawmot did great, right? I mean, Pawmot put in a ton of work. It chipped this Tusk, it forced the Terra, and basically killed the hat. Like, Pawmot was the undoubted MVP of this team. And that's fantastic. Okay. Yeah, Treads does feel like the play here, because if it's a Tusk, I can just switch Allo, and anything else the Treads deals with pretty well. I think on the low kicks, I'm going to Volt into Garg. Okay, we get the Tusk, that's fine, I go Allo. That did more than I'd hoped. Let me go into Rilla here. Let me check that damage. Okay, so that's just an offensive Tusk. It's nothing special. Nothing crazy. Do I live an Ice Spinner here from an offensive Tusk? I do. In light of that, I actually think I'm going to U-turn to catch the Heatran. Okay, unfortunately the Ice Spinner does come off, so I could have just killed the Tusk there. But U-turn still does a nice, hefty chunk. And I can just go into Allo and flip turn here. So it's kind of the same thing as if I'd killed it. Also, whoever in the chat said Allo was a momentum sink earlier, just feast your eyes upon this and revel in your incorrectness. Anyway, Now we go Iron Treads. I sound so disingenuous about Pawmot. Pawmot did amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. Pawmot did absolutely amazing this game. Like that's, I don't know what you're sensing here. Okay, I can just salt cure. This is a super easy salt cure. I'll salt cure again. I don't want the SERP coming in. Yep, we got it. And I'll go for rocks here. Great. This is going awesome. This is going awesome, awesome, awesome. We salt. I actually think I'm going to sack Rilla here for the double down and then go into... Well, no. Is that bad? Yeah, let's do that. Let's force the double down, go into treads. Pinka, you can't be lying about Pawmot's performance. Pawmot has been... okay. I don't know. I mean, okay, let's talk about this game. Pawmot led, did almost 70 to a Tusk, killed a Pult with an Ice Punch, forced a Terra, and did half to Prim. Pawmot was, without a doubt, the MVP this game. That is the honest truth of this game. Okay, we get Leech Lifed, not great. This is actually looking kind of bad. Actually, I'm not living anyway. What am I doing? I'm clowning. Okay, we can go this. I'm worried that this is a SD set. That's my fear. Let's Tickle. And I'll flip turn here. Hopefully on the SERP. That would be great. I think I'm going to Volt to keep Olive healthy, because I actually want to get that in here. Okay, well played by my opponent. Got to give it up. That was good. Does Treads live Leaf Storms here? No, it does not. This is tough. Let's go Treads. Oh, I have Terra Dragon. I should have just... I don't know what I'm worried about. What am I worried about? Let's do this. I forgot I had my own Terra, just sitting in the back, ready for this. We can just U-turn here. Go Allo. Start tickling. It's not playing like it has Swords Dance. Crit won't kill here, so I can just tickle. Yeah, GG. Was that like a Scarf low kicks? Like, what was that low kicks? It shouldn't have been Scarf. That's a terrible set. Someone says, am I confirmed Canadian or is it just a theory? It's just a theory. It's just a theory. It might be true, though. Who knows? Who knows, eh? All right. Let's end with a fun one. Let's end with the Hazard stack made by Ophelia. Okay, I'm just going to lead with Landorus. Scam title. Guys, Pawmot has been consistently high performing in every game. I'm using Pawmot because I think it is good on that team. Okay, I'll go for rocks here. Please don't S. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I will EP. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. Does that not kill me? Please don't kill again. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. Okay, it uses thief. That's kind of funny. My Aatrox can always outspeed this. Do I let Lando go here? Actually, hold up. Let me check my Iron Moth. I think I go into my Iron Moth. I think it lives here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if I got the read right. Is the Scizor going to bullet punch me? It does. Great, we got it. Okay, we can Fiery Dance here. Good stuff. Yeah. Okay, and we're going to get the Glamora. I'm really tempted to just Terra Blast ground it here. I think I'm going to do that. Cool. We get the kill. I think that's worth it. I think that's worth it. Duckular says pink across. I subbed a while ago, but my teams keep getting swarmed by armies of Metapod. Yeah, so the Skarmory were a little insufficient. I think I might have to bring in the big guns. I might have to do it. I might have to bring in the big guns. Let's just go Aatrox here. Okay, well read. I'll go Razor Shell here. That's really bad. Please don't get low. That's really I can't even express how bad that is. Like we could not afford that Razor Shell to miss there. Good lord. Okay, actually though, hold up. That means this probably does not have Iron Head. Because it doesn't have Iron Head. It's not going to be... Okay, so I can go Ival and SD. Let me check against the Iron Moth. What's the calc looking like? Oh, that's not as much as I hoped. But that's still pretty good. I think I go Ival SD here. Or do I just click Close Combat? Maybe that's better. I think I just CC. I think that's better. I think SD is greedy and unnecessary here. Okay, so Tusk comes in, so it turns out I should have. Oh, never mind. It's Proto Speed, so I did make the right play. Yeah. And I go Sinistra here every time. The question is how we not lose to Moth is really the big thing. I'll Sap here. Hopefully the Moth doesn't... Actually, I think I can Calm Mind on the Moth. I definitely CM. I definitely have to take this opportunity to CM. Okay. Guys, Shadows. Actually, I think I just Shadow Ball until this thing kills me. I think that's the play. And then I finish it off with... Well, hold on now. I have to play this carefully to not lose to the Moth. I think I have to bank on them not getting a boost with the Moth. Because if they do get a boost, my Dio is just dying. So I do have to hope for no boost. No, I don't CM again. I lose the CM war here. I definitely don't see him again. Might there be an angle where no, Cassina's just going to die anyway. Well, let me check how much Shadow Ball is doing. Sinister Shadow Ball to Iron Moth. Oh, that's doing very little. Yeah, that won't put it into range of anything. So I think I just need to hope for not a boost anyway. Let me think about this. Let me think about this. This is a tough turn. I do end up sacking. It's the Lando I let go, and then I go into my Moth. And then I just have to hope the other Moth doesn't boost on me. But let's check the damage, because it'll sub on the DO. I feel like... I'm going to Shadow Ball. Yeah, my opponent made the right play. They Dragon Pulsed. And I will sack this here. Okay, time to hope. Time to hope. I just have to hope for no boost. That's the situation. If the Fiery Dance boost happens, we're cooked. We're cooked. We lose. Nothing I could have done there. I mean, I guess maybe preserved H-Rot. Maybe. Like, no. There was, yeah. I had an AV H-Rot. Unfortunately, it missed and then got low-kicked. It happens. Maybe I should have never brought it in. Maybe I never should have brought it in. I could have maybe Ceaseless Edged the Gambit and then tried to win. No, but that... yeah, probably Ceaseless Edging. I needed my AV H-Rot there. And it got gambited on. Probably should have just sacked something. But overall, I think this was a pretty well played stream. We gained, even with the loss at the end, we gained like about 100 elo. And, you know, of course there were some losses, there were some wins, but that's how ladder always goes, right? If I were to continue with this, I'm sure we'd get to 1800s, then 1900s, and we can do that again. We can do that again. So yeah, we raised elo. Losses still happen, but overall, I think that was pretty fun. And this is a really fun team. It's not my best team, but it's really fun. So I like to use it sometimes. Anyway, I will say have a great day to you all. And yeah, I'll see you guys. Adios.